it's Earthman here, and today I want to share with you a creation I've been working on for over a year now, which I like to call Brenwick. Now, Brenwick is based off of a medieval or 17th or 18th century style mixed in there as well. It's a port city. It's right next to a river and an ocean.
The ocean of Antarctica?
Way over there. And it's also a trading hub with a little bit of farming in there as well. But enough of the specifics. Let's move on to our first build here. The horse stables. Now, I'm not exactly quite sure what the horses' names are. It's been a while since I've been on this world last. But we have Cooper, Jerry, Kyle, Larry, and Mo. So those are the majestic 5 steeds of the horse stable here. I think I did pretty good here. I like this design. It's a nice, what do you want to call it? It's a horse stable, you know? Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. They are rental horses because they lead to someplace on this path. Now, where that path goes, you'll see. You'll see. We'll cover that in a future video. But on to this now. We need to go across this bridge and feature a few more builds to this town. Now, our next build on the list here is called the BMC. Now, what does the BMC stand for, you ask? The Brenwick Mining Company. As you can see by all the ores laying around everywhere, and all the this crane right here as well. They're hauling up all the ores, bringing in the profits. As you can see, I have some. They're raking in some profits right here, as you can see. But they're doing their job and bringing up the ores, supplying the ores for Brenwick. But I actually had no inspiration to build this whenever I first started this town. I was never planning on adding a mining company in until I found this naturally generating cave down here. Now this I hardly made any modifications down here at all. Of course, this wooden structure, this wooden supports, of course that's not natural, but I, for the most part, left this alone. But I added, I wanted to keep it natural. I added a few things, a few lanterns, but I left the ores alone and everything, so it was nice and natural. But I also added miners in as well, mining the ores. This guy's mining coal, and they're raking in profits for Brenwick so that they can expand their riches. And they're doing their job. They're doing it right, mining out the copper. And down here we have a nice aquifer down here as well. I added this in custom as well. And ooh, looks like these guys found some diamonds and some gold. These guys are pretty happy. They're making in profits. They're doing good. Yeah. But next up on the list, whoa, we're in the water. That's not what I wanted. But anyway, we have to get going. We have to get going back up here because we have hardly scratched the surface of this build, because there is still a lot more to go in this town. As you can see, we have a whole town area over here. My render distance isn't that high. I'm very sorry. I do not own a computer. But also, if you're wondering, yes, all these builds have interiors as well, which I'm going to be showing one of them in here, is this little log cabin, if you want to call it that. This is a build inspired by another YouTuber named Blue Nerd. Now, Blue Nerd, he basically gave me inspiration to build this entire town. It's based off of his style, so definitely go check him out after this video is done, because he's a really good builder, and I take inspiration from him a lot. So definitely check out his videos next after mine. Now, this interior I did on my own. I think it turned out pretty well. I like the bookcases here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But I also added item frames, put things in item frames. You'll see this a lot in my builds. I put item frames on the floor and in random places to make it look like tools being laid down and in random places. And sometimes I put them on desks as well. Not in this instance, but I think that's a good build hack. I like doing that. But anyway, moving on. Where should we go next? Let's go down this path right here. We have a nice lamp and a nice pond right here. Just chilling right here. And on either side of us, you can see we have crops. But as we move on further, we're getting closer to the Bay Area, which is pretty cool. I liked the combination of just a land and sea sort of thing that I wanted to go for. I wanted a port city, and I wanted to add a wall in as well to make the medieval vibe also as well. But we have another nice little cottage here as well, with a nice addition of a well right here. Nice little plants. This guy's good at landscaping, and I accidentally broke one of those, but we'll fix that later. But over here, we have another nice little house, but this is a fisherman hut with a nice little pier right here. As you can see, this guy likes to fish. I guess this is his job in the community. And inside, I didn't do anything crazy in here. I don't do interiors as well as exterior, but I think it turned out alright, I guess. But as we move on, I have a nice little campfire here, just chilling. Just you can just sit here, roast some marshmallows, even though they did not exist in the 17th century. So forget that comment. I'm sorry, that was really bad. So moving on, we have this nice little greenhouse here, which is also inspired by Blue Nerd. This is pretty much a copy of the one he made in his world, but I wanted to copy it because it looked so good. So Blue Nerd, if you're watching this video right now, I just want to thank you for the inspiration that you gave me. And I wanted to add your build in my world, but I did do a little bit of tweaking on the interior. I added a few exotic plants that cannot be found in the area of Brenwick, and it looks like they went to the Nether as well. They're braver than I am. I don't go to the Nether. But yeah, we have that. We have that going on there, and nice pumpkin patch here with a few other builds over there, which we'll get to that later. But moving on, as we go down this path right here, you'll see we have a nice little bridge here. Nice quaint little stream or brook or whatever you want to call it here, decorated with some plants, some greenery right next to the farmland. I think this looks really cool. This is definitely one of my favorite spots in the world, just for the peace and tranquility of it. I think it looks really nice. But moving on, we have another townhouse. I won't tour this interior. It's also pretty basic, and I don't think any of these have basements at all. They're pretty simple interiors. We have another fisherman right here, and with some logs here, so he must be a woodsmith as well. And also, we have another one. And I want to give credit to these shingles, mud brick stairs. These, you guys should definitely try this out. Shingles for mud brick stairs. Oh my, they look very good. So definitely try this out. This is a very good build hack. You guys should definitely try this out. And I really like the combination of stripped birch wood. I know birch is not very well loved in the community, but stripped birch wood definitely goes well with another stripped variant, whatever that may be, but you guys should try those out in some of your builds. And inside here, another very basic interior. I don't go crazy on interiors. I really, it's not my strong suit, but I can do stuff pretty well with it when needed, of course. But I wanted to focus mainly on exterior in this town. And over here, looks like we have ourselves a nice little birch tree. If I can get close to it, my controller's going crazy. But this is one of the very few custom trees that I have built. I am very bad at custom trees. That is, you want to talk about interiors being my weakness? Custom trees, I do not do good with these, but I think this turned out very well. I added some lanterns in as well. So yeah, I like it. I'm very proud of myself for this because I usually don't do well on custom trees. Next up on this list, we have the orchards. The orchards, I believe they're called the Henderson Orchards. Do not ask me why the name is Henderson. I have absolutely no idea why. It was the first name I could think of. There is no one in my life named Henderson. I just thought it was a pretty cool name, so I added it. But as you can see, I have some nice greenery here. Just wanted this to be like an apple trees maybe. I'm not quite sure, but they're harvesting some sort of fruit from these trees, and it looks like they are growing more as well. Added a nice little pond with some rocks around it as well, and some foliage. And right here, as you can see, this is another build hack that I really like. You guys should really try adding grapevines to your world. And what I mean by grapevines is unlit campfires as the top row, and adding what do you call these things? Glowberry vines. I think these look amazing. You guys should definitely try this. This is a really cool build hack. I'm not quite sure where I found it from, but I think it looks pretty awesome. But moving on, as the sun is setting in the distance, we have a nice little Italian style villa right here. Again with the mud brick shingles. I wanted to go for an Italian style here because, with the grapes and everything, I think it fits the Italian vibe, with the grape fields. And as we go into the interior, it's a little bit different. I used birch planks. Some of you guys are going to be hating for that, but birch planks are not the worst thing in the world, okay? But they're not great either, but I think they fit the vibe pretty well here. But all the bare minimum, just the essentials pretty much, as we're going to exit this house and go on to the next build, which is this townhouse. As we're getting a bit bigger here, as we're going to enter through here, the townhouses are getting a bit bigger as we're getting towards the center of town. We have a nice little, what do you want to call this, a living space with some, I'm not quite sure what these item frames are. Maybe I forgot to put stuff in here. Like I said, it's been a while since I've last been on this world. But we have another upstairs here. I want to go 2 floors for this, with nice little reading nook here with a lectern and a nice little chair back there. A bedroom right here. And this right here, this is pretty cool. This is the map. Excuse me. If I can get this right. Come on, controller. Okay. This is the map of Brenwick. This is the entire map. So I think it's pretty cool. Of course, we are not done, so I can't stay here too long. But I think this is a really nice map here, as it's right on this peninsula, going on into the ocean. I think it looks pretty nice. And we have a nice fireplace here as well. But we gotta move on, because I gotta get this video done and out and published for you guys, for all you awesome viewers out there. So, as we move on here, we have a nice little garden area back here, alleyway kind of thing. I don't know, this guy's farming beets. Maybe he's Dwight Schrute. If you guys watch The Office, comment down below. You'll get that. But we have next on the list another nice little well. But here, this I believe this is the thumbnail. This is what I'm going to have as the thumbnail. This is a statue I made out of an item frame with some netherite armor. And his name is Lars Brenwick. Why is that his name, you ask? Well, he is the founder of Brenwick Minor. Yes, there is a major, and it's bigger and it's better. So, yeah. You'll just have to wait and see for Brenwick Major. So, next up on the list, we have a nice little Tudor style house. I added some, what do you call these? Comment down below, what do you call these things? Like the suspended gardens, is that it? I added some bushes on the top here, some berry bushes. I think it turned out pretty good. But going in here, this guy is trading some wheat and stuff like that. This guy must be good on trade, because he's got himself a nice big house. And up here, I decided to go for a little bit of a different thing, different vibe going on here. As we go up here, I want to show you, I added rafters in. I think this is a really nice touch if you have a triangle roof. I think rafters look really nice, aside from just a flat floor. Or a flat ceiling, excuse me. But I think it's a nice touch. And also, I like to add lanterns on the pivot points as well. It looks like this guy is selling some goat horns as well. So he's racking up business on some rare items. And we have just some nice little furnishing details. Nothing too special. This pillar bookcase, I have no idea what this is. Yeah, don't ask me why. This was one of the first builds, one of the first major builds, so I don't exactly know what this is here, so cut me a little slack. I'm not that bad of a builder, guys. I'm not that bad.
You're trash, kid.
Next up on the list, moving on. This right here, you're about to see what it is in a second. This is the biggest build in Brenwick, and this is a library. This is definitely one of my favorite interiors. I had to show you guys this because this is awesome. I think that this is definitely my best interior, at least for a medieval style. I like the checkered board patterns. You guys should really try this. It works very well. And this was before 1.20 that I built this. So we had looms for empty bookshelves. So I might have to replace those. But anyway, going up, we have a second floor, which is kind of like a reading nook right here. So you can just sit down, read your classics, your poems, whatever you like. Me personally, I'm not a reader. I am a visual learner, so fun fact about EarthPen. Fun unnecessary fact. But anyway, moving on. This is just another storage room for the books, I guess. A nice little place up top with a nice cozy fireplace. You can just sit down in front of here, read a book, and yeah. I'd say that is it for the library. I broke the trapdoor. I am very sorry. Anyway, going out here, we're going to come to this next build, which is the first build that I ever made on this realm. This isn't a realm, I'm sorry. This is the first build I made on this world. It's pretty basic. This is also inspired by Blue Nerd. It's right by the port. There's nothing too much to say about it. It's a nice, simple little townhouse. But I added a backyard into this as well, with some greenery and just a nice little pathway cutting through, a well, a trough right here as well. I believe this is what this is supposed to be, this brown thing. And that brings us to probably the star of the show, pretty much, which is the lighthouse. Now this is pretty much a direct copy from Blue Nerd, so thank you for the inspiration. This is pretty much a direct copy. So yeah. I'm sorry, Blue Nerd, I stole your build, but I think it's awesome. But I did do the interior all by myself, though, because I had some inspiration here, and I think it turned out pretty well. And as we go up here, this will just be the tower, looking out into the beautiful ocean.
From the ocean of Antarctica.
The great ocean, the bay, and yeah, I think it's nice. It's leading the travelers and the traders to Brenwick. So next up, we have this island right here with a little, what do you want to call it? Gazebo, and just some farmland, nothing too special. Leading with this bridge here, which is also a Blue Nerd design, and next to this sawmill right here, with wood being held down by rails here. This is the wood shop where they cut the wood and they get it ready to be transferred and shipped out, or to build more builds for future progress in Brenwick. We have some wood slabs right here that make it look like stacked wood, and we have axes laying around. That's kind of dangerous if you ask me, but we have some axes hanging up on the shelves everywhere, because we gotta expand Brenwick any way we can, man. And I believe, oh no, there is one more build over here. I passed this by earlier. This is another Blue Nerd design right here, and this is a storage house for all of the people of Brenwick. As we go in here, this is where everything coming out on sea from other civilizations and towns, they come in from the port out here, and they get shipped in and put in here in these barrels. Pretend there are things in here, and yeah, we have a bunch of supplies here. And as we go up, there's even more. And we even have up top a nice little treasure room where all the riches are stored and all the battle supplies. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, because this is the end of the tour. Thank you guys so much for watching, as we are going to end it here at this nice little pond with the trees, with these nice little trees right here. I did the best that I could to grow them here, and I think I think I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a long journey building this, but it finally got done. Over a year. I thought I'd share it with you guys because I know some of you guys like my build style, and I am going to be posting more build videos in the future because I have a few more builds for you guys. So, once again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you would like. And I'll see you in the next video.